Hey there, it's Tyra Jarvis with Transformation Tuesday, and I come to you live every Tuesday, and we've been talking about transformation, clearly, and that's pretty much anything that has to do with transformation. It could be mindset, motivation, it could be energy. Last week we were talking about clarity and how you get clear, and today my question for you is, what does it look like when you're really focused? And, I think about that a lot. Because when I'm not focused, things don't go very well. I'm distracted, it depletes my energy, I'm scattered, all contributes to overwhelm, I'm less effective, I don't produce as good a results as I might if I'm more focused. And so that causes me to look back, well, when in my life was it that I was really focused? And a couple of situations come to mind for me, and maybe I would encourage you to do the same thing. Look back on your life, and when was there a time that you were really focused, like laser focused, and when did you maybe not have that? For me, when I'm not as focused, I'm struggling a lot. There's a lot of suffering going on. There's a lot of wasted time, wasted energy, wasted resources. And the contrast to that is that it's not so much that way. And so when I think back on it, I think, where did I learn a lot of that? I'm going to say that when I was going to college and maybe even high school to that point, that there was, finals and the deadline and the urgency around finals and being tested and, any of that created a sense of urgency around what needed to be done, and that forced a little bit of a focus on the situation. But more importantly, the one that probably had the most significance for me is when I was caregiver for my husband, who was battling terminal melanoma. And that was the first time in my adult life that I really experienced what it felt like to be in the present, real time, all the time. And it was because of the urgency of this health crisis. So when you're confronted with a crisis, whether it's in your health or in your money, or it could be in a relationship, there can be this laser focus and this unconditional, non-conditional. What do I want to say? It's a kind of and there's no way that you're going to it's a non-negotiable that you're not going to do a certain thing. So it becomes this urgent, non-negotiable situation, and it forces a clarity around what needs to be done. And when that happens, you have the ability to see really clearly, laser focused, what the next action is that's going to happen. You've got confidence and courage to take that action. You see the choices that are before you, and distractions just kind of melt away. They're just not a good use of your time. I mean, you could call your distractions deck chairs on the Titanic. You're able to focus really in a laser focused way. What are those things that you really want to focus on? And so what happens when you're not in this crisis or not in this urgent situation? You have to impose a sense of urgency around the things that you've defined as important. So an important thing could be an important personal goal or a personal professional goal, or it could be a program that you want to finish. And there's nobody pushing you, and there's no outside agency that's forcing you to make this urgent. So you're going to have to do that for yourself. We do that by, playing with deadlines. We do that with breaking work products down into a really solid work breakdown structure that allows you to plan effectively and to put tasks into your task management system to stay on top of those. But they still will come and go if you don't make them non-negotiable. And what happens is, I've at least experienced, I'll make other people's things non-negotiable more than I will the ones that are important to me. And so right now, although I don't have an urgent health crisis, I'm making my health and my well-being non-negotiable for me. That would look like my the food that I drink, the food that I eat, the exercise that I do, the fresh air that I get, all the things that I align around that, I make that part non-negotiable. And sometimes I'm effective at it and sometimes I'm not, but I see the benefit of making it really, really urgent. And it becomes easier when you know what's important. So that clarity that you have around your mission, your values, the things that you want to create, your compelling personal vision that you want for your lifestyle and your life, whether it's 5 years, 3 years, whatever, 1 year, this year. Right now we're in May. Next month is the last month of second quarter. So what are those things that you want to put a little more urgency around? And you can't do it with everything. So if you spread yourself too thin, you take on too many things at one time, you're essentially trying to multitask, and that will deplete everything. So urgency is definitely part of it. Having some clarity around what's most important to you at this given time, and then really setting yourself up to make those things non-negotiable and making sure that they get your full attention, because that you give your attention and your intention to, that's what you're going to produce. And actions speak louder than words. So you can say whatever you want, but what actions are you really taking? And I just find that when you put some urgency around it, you'll be more likely to take the actions that are needed with less distraction and less depletion of your energy, and a better alignment and use of your resources that'll make that happen. So that's what I have to say about focus. A lot of times accountability partners can help you, especially if you get distracted or you start to do things that take you off track. That might help. But if you're, looking for a way to get some accountability or to look at a way to get some clarity and that you can focus on what's most important to you, I want to help you make that happen. And so what I offer is a gift, and you can locate it on my website, tyrajarvis.com/free. And it's the breakthrough session. And, in a very quick period of time, we can identify the area of life that you want to get some focus around and what you're going to be able to do pretty quickly to make that happen. And we can create a breakthrough in a very short period of time. And you'll get a chance to know me a little bit. I'll get to know you, and we'll get an opportunity to kind of maybe make something happen for you in a really short period of time. So if you're looking to go from frustration to freedom, from depletion to an abundance of energy in your life, and you're tired of hoop jumping and rearranging deck chairs, like I say, and you want to have productive action in an area of your life, then give it a shot. Sign up for a free session. I'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions, put it in the thread in the Facebook Live post. And we're looking to promise some clarity. You'll have a simple plan that'll be very clear and you'll be able to use, and you'll get some certainty around what you want, which will make choices really easy. You'll know what to not only say yes to, but you'll be very clear what you're saying no to. And it'll help you gain some more fulfillment, freedom, and some fun and peace of mind in your life. So go to tyrajarvis.com/free session and sign up for that discovery session. And let me know what other kinds of things you'd like to hear about and what you're kind of grappling with. Other than that, I'll see you next week. And you want to get that you choose your choices. So look at those actions and see if they're creating the life that you want for yourself. And if they're not, consider possibly getting some help or asking somebody if they have some ideas on how to help you, right? All right, listen, you make it a great day, and I'll see you next week for Transformation Tuesday. Bye-bye.